deed theft. We see that it's spreading like wildfire, and it's real dehumanizing. It's just crazy what's happening. But specifically today, what I wanted to tap in with is, I want y'all to take this walk with me real quick while I read this article titled "Erasing the Kung Fu Judge." Right now, this particular article came out in 2007 by Christopher Ketchum. If anybody's familiar with the Slave Theater in Brooklyn, the Black Lady Theater in Brooklyn, these were prominent institutions that was stripped away and stolen from the community, stolen away from our families, stolen away from the community, and it affected tremendously, you know, and it's a lot of public servants that was in place that violated their fiduciary obligation. So at any rate, and I just want, like I said, take this walk with me real quick. I'm gonna read this article, and true to this, we're not new to it.
True to this, not new to this. Standing strong, can't silence truthfulness. The truth uplifts. We use our gifts to keep the people informed of all the ruthlessness. Eyes on corporate America, paperwork gangsters rob our community. We need answers.
So, Erasing a Kung Fu Judge by Christopher Ketchum. The case of the plundering of the estate of retired Judge John L. Phillips is the nexus where corruption and a rainbow coalition of cliche meet. Brooklyn style. You have to have an Irish hack district attorney and an Italian magistrate who is either a greed head or an imbecile, plus a Jewish money man for the DA, allegedly buying up property at fixed auctions, not to mention a viper's nest of well-dressed black folks from the neighborhood getting their taste. Indeed, Kafka, Dickens, and Scorsese together would have a hard time fictionalizing the web of courtroom criminality that has ensnared 84-year-old Phillips. Himself, retired from the very Brooklyn justice system that has presided over the dissolution of his affairs. Phillips was once known as the Kung Fu Judge for his habit of employing martial arts moves on the bench. He grew up poor on a Kansas farm, served in World War II, was the first black man to be admitted to the Montana State Bar, studied Kung Fu in Japan, and eventually became a self-made millionaire buying up real estate in Bedford-Stuyvesant and beyond. When he ran for judgeship in Brooklyn Civil Court in 1976 as the anti-machine candidate, his hired sound trucks blasted the hit song, Kung Fu Fighting. Fast forward a quarter century, in 2000, Brooklyn DA Charles Joe Hines, a master of the tricks of the law who had become one of the most powerful machine politicians in the borough. He began a secret action to seal up Phillips's assets and declare him mentally incompetent. Hines claimed he was concerned about the old man's health. Phillips was 77 years old at the time, long retired from the bench, and had no close relatives. And so Hines sought to help him. According to public statements. But others wonder if Hines's concern was a calculation of the coldest kind. Phillips had tried to run for the DA seat in 1997 until Hines's election lawyers knocked him off the ballot, and pardon me, and the humiliating loss Hines suffered in the 1998 race for governor suggested the DA was vulnerable again in 2001. When he was up for a fourth term, Phillips was thus considered a potential challenger to Hines in 2001. The court record shows that in November of 2000, investigators from Hines' office allegedly determined that Phillips was suffering from dementia.